So I'm shining this light in here right now to go ahead and show you that I'm not cheating, that this water's clean as soon as I put it in there. I'm not just sprinkling dirt in here.
Okay.
Okay. And do you want me to clean it? It is plugged up. Okay. So the water's completely clean whenever we first turned it on. And you know how when the light shines through the window in the morning, you see a whole bunch of dust particles.
Right, yeah, the little floaties.
That's actually what we're going to capture with the water. We're going to use the water as a filter, whereas most vacuums and other filters use just the air.
Okay.
So, do you know what dust is?
No, not really.
Okay. It's mostly skin cells, but it's also... Okay, so dust is mostly made of skin cells. Did you know that we shed an average of 1.5 million skin cells an hour?
Gross.
Yeah, that's 45 pounds a year of nothing but your skin in the air.
That's nasty.
It is. And do you know what else is in dust?
What's that?
Dust mites.
Oh, yeah. I think I've seen those
mites,
on
yeah.
commercial.
They're these little microscopic spiders that eat your dust. And along with the dust mites reproduce, they poop, and they die just like every other living organism.
Right, that's
so,
gross.
You've got to think, you're not just breathing in your cousin's skin cells that came in, or some stranger that came into your house. You're breathing in the dust mites that eat that, the fecal matter, and the dead organisms themselves.
Gross.
And all of that's sticking inside of your lungs. There is about 7,000 dust mites that are right underneath your thumbnail, and about 11,000 across your eyelid. So they're everywhere. And along with that, dust mites actually carry bacteria. So if you have somebody sick come into your home, or you go over to somewhere where somebody was sick, their skin cells and dust mites get on you, and so that bacteria that they have actually gets on you as well.
Wow, that's
and
really
you bring
gross.
it into your home, to your kids, and into your where your family's at. So, another thing that's actually in the air is pollen, ragweed, pet dander, and hair. So dust is made of the skin cells, the dust mites, and all of that. Which, did you know?
Go.
Okay, so along with all of those things that make up the dust, did you know that that's actually what triggers allergies?
Yeah, a lot of those things I am allergic to.
And 87% of all Americans are actually allergic to the dust mites that are everywhere.
Huh, that's
so I
crazy.
just told you that they're underneath your thumbnail, on your eyelid. I mean, they're everywhere. And most of us are allergic to them.
Right.
And a lot of these actually live in your mattress where you sleep every single night, because you spend a third of your life sleeping.
Right.
So a third of your life you spend shedding your skin and all those dust mites into your bed.
Right.
And so since you spend so much time sleeping, you've got to think you're just breathing in everything into your mattress that you're allergic to, which causes a lot of breathing problems.
Right.
Another cool thing about Rainbow that we're actually really proud to brag about, because it's really hard to get the certification in, is we're certified in the Asthma and Allergy Association, which means that we take out 99.97% of all dust in the air that causes the allergies and the breathing problems.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a hard certification to get. Okay, sorry. Air in the house is actually 10 times more polluted than the air outside. So it would technically be better for you to go pitch a tent outside and sleep outside. You would breathe better, you would probably get less sick, and it would just be a better, technically, quality of living, because the air is so much more polluted inside the home. And the cool part about this is, since we're using water as a filter, you're taking out most of the dust and the other pollution, so you're actually making your home cleaner than even outside.
Right.
You know, outside uses rain as a filter, or near an ocean, the ocean is a filter, and that's why that air is so clean.
Huh.
And our home air needs to be
Right.
clean. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you that there's two settings. Right now we're on low. This is on high. You want to run this on high for at least 15 minutes in each room every day, or not every day of the week, but at least once a week.
What's that?
Do you want me to turn it off high?
No, you can leave it on.
Alright. Now, whenever it's on high, you're actually, see all the dust flying in?
Yeah.
We're sucking in more dust because it's going in obviously quicker. The suction's going to be stronger.
Right.
Okay, so we're all sitting here very still right now, and you know that with kids and just walking around your house, it's not still. You're
Right.
knocking up all the dust on the ground. So do you see all
Oh, wow.
the Yeah. All of that's in the air. You're breathing it. Your kiddos are breathing it, running around.
Right.
It builds up in your lungs. So if you leave this on, it should really, in the next few weeks, it should not just get rid of all of these allergens. It shouldn't just get rid of a lot of the allergens in the air, along with the dust and everything, but it should reduce the amount of dusting that you have to do. So who in your house dusts?
I do most of the dusting.
You do most of the dusting. So whenever you go out, fully dust everything, about how long does it take for it to come back?
Probably like an hour.
An hour? Okay. Well,
Seems like.
I have some good news. After you've had the rainbow for a few weeks and you do your initial dusting, then you shouldn't have to dust as quickly. They say you shouldn't have to dust for another 4 weeks after doing that dusting and using this constantly. It needs to be running 24/7 though in order to get that kind of effect. Okay, so I went from the dusting. Okay, sorry.
No, it's fine. We can, like I said, we can edit this. Yeah.
Okay.
Shush.
Alright. Another cool part about the rainbows, I said you needed to run it on high in your house for so long. You can run it for up to 8 hours straight before the water runs out.
Okay.
And after the water runs out, once it gets 10 degrees hotter than it should be, it'll actually automatically shut off as a good safety feature. So, whenever you're gone at a restaurant or at the grocery store, you could just cut this on, or even if you leave for work, cut this on, run it on high all day, and it should help get rid of all the dust and the allergens in the air.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in. Okay. Now I'm going to turn it on high to let you smell it.
Okay.
Let me know when you can smell that.
I can smell it.
Can you guess what this might smell like? You should have smelt it before. Everybody should at one point in their life.
Kind of smells like the hospital.
Yeah, it's called fresh air. We call it the green stuff because it doesn't just smell like fresh air. It's in all hospitals, doctors' offices, dentist offices, because it's actually known to kill all of the pathogens in the air.
Okay.
So that's why you don't get sick even more whenever you go to the doctor's office or the hospital. Somebody could have come in with some deadly virus and you're just coming in for a cold, and you don't want to come home with that. You don't want to bring it back to your kids and your family. So they put it is a law that they're required to put that in their ventilations to keep people from getting even sicker than they were to begin with.
Okay, that's awesome.
Another thing you're going to want to do with the rainbow is you're going to want to put it in a central spot in your home. That way that it does all of the dusting and the air purifying and the sanitizing. this is, like I said, a sanitizer. So let's say your wife gets sick and you have to go to work the next morning and you don't care to get whatever gunk she has.
Never.
So you can turn this on even in your bedroom or even just somewhere where you're all hanging out all day. And it's supposed to, you squirt it in, and it should be good for 24 hours after that. So you just leave it on all the time. You put that in there and you should be good. And if you don't like the way it smells, you can actually even put in a different scent. And this will still be good, but you can't smell it because, like I said, they don't mix. Let me go ahead and let you smell this. You smell it?
Yeah, that's the eucalyptus.
It is eucalyptus. It's put in Vicks and other humidifiers to actually help you breathe better. So if your wife is sick or if you're sick, you can put this in here so nobody else gets sick, and you can put the eucalyptus in there. That way that it'll open up your breathing pathways and help you guys sleep better and breathe better.
Awesome.
So, I think that's it for that. How do I go? Okay, so we've talked about how all of the scents, when you put them in and out, they cover each other up. They don't mix, which is really nice. But another cool part is that actually the rainbow doesn't even need scents to get rid of other scents in the home. So let's say you cook bacon, although we all love the smell of bacon. Sometimes we don't want it smelling like that whenever we're having guests over, especially for Christmas or other holidays. So you can even turn this on without any scents in it, and since it's pulling the dust mites and the skin cells out of the air, those are actually what holds all the smells because of the oiliness of the skin cells and the dust mites that eat them. So you can turn this on high for however long, and it actually pulls all the scents out of the air, which is unlike the wax melts or the other fragrances, because I mean you're just covering it up. So if you mix, like the apple cinnamon with bacon, it doesn't smell so good.
Cinnamon bacon.
Yeah.
That actually does sound good.
But so the Rainmate or the Rainbow is actually also a humidifier, just like the Rainmate, because it uses air as a filtration. You're putting moisture back into the air whenever it goes through the filter.
Right.
The Rainmate, as we discussed, doesn't do as much as the Rainbow, but the Rainbow still does more than what the Rainmate did. So this is an air purifier. This is a sanitizer. It also helps you dust, since you can see all the dust it's sucking in.
Right.
And it's a deodorizer, an aromatizer, because you could also still use your scents in the Rainbow just like you can the Rainmate. And it's a humidifier.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.